everybody, global warming skeptic here, and I'm just going to be brief on this one because it's just a Twitter thing. I've been on Twitter for a while, and it's just, I ran across an issue. Of course, I've been hashtagging the hashtag shape the future in 5 words, arguing with all the Bernie supporters still clinging on to the last thread of hope. But I encountered something, got a notification. I encountered something pretty interesting. And I was just thinking about it for a second. And I've kind of been thinking about it, but it just kind of bubbled to the top of my mind now. There was one where they showed the graphic of a huge pile of money and the greedy person on top saying, "Stop being greedy, you assholes," to the people on the bottom, and the people on the bottom say, "Raise the minimum wage." And that's just briefly what I want to talk about. Now, first of all, what's my position on minimum wage? Minimum wage definitely needs to be increased. Let's be real here. Even conservatives, let's be real. A person cannot live on $7.25, no matter where they live in this country. It's just too little. And most states have a minimum wage above that, but it needs to be to all states. And I could go on in detail about minimum wage. I could write a novel, but I think in general that graphic really describes where our standards are, and I think we're looking at things the wrong way. Like, as a worker, you should be expecting better than minimum wage. Like, if your cause is raise the minimum wage, it's not a bad cause, but it's shooting low. What we want in this nation is for wages to go up to where the minimum wage, while it should be there, is meaningless. That is, every job is going to pay higher because workers are worth more. And that's what I think the biggest thing we need to do as a nation is to raise the value of the worker again. And I'm not talking about this artificial crap like make workers the owners of the business, control the means of production, all this socialist nonsense, because it doesn't work like that. In order to make workers worth more, you have to do economically sound things. For example, if you deport the illegal aliens, what do? You create more jobs for Americans, right? And since those jobs need to be filled, naturally, they're going to offer more money to fill those jobs. And that is how you make workers worth more is you do things such as that, such as lower the cost of employment that isn't due to wages, the non-wage cost of employment. Now, think about it. If you're a business, right, and you want to hire somebody, now think about the cost of hiring that person beyond the wages. You got to have workstations. You got to have work clothing. You got to follow the state, local, and federal regulations, right? So there is a cost beyond just the wages the person's paid. So what we need to do is we need to lower the non-wage cost so that the actual wages can go up for large and small businesses. Like maybe not force businesses to provide health care, leave that up to the worker to spend their money how they wish. Just things like that. So I'm gonna end it here because I got to get a bite to eat. TLDR, raise the value of workers, don't use voodoo economics, and like I said, be for something better than minimum wage. Thanks for listening. God bless.